Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It is still Tuesday, April 3rd, 2018. I'm still the drunk pokeroo, apparently, and still beer time. Why is it still beer time? Well, I brought the glass down. I'm like, I gotta put something in it now. You can't bring it out and not give it a beer. So I thought, we haven't talked about this brewery yet, and now's as good a time as any. From Font Hill and our trip to Niagara, which I'm writing about now, and I'm almost done. Eventually, I'll leave a link down below. You can look for the Drunk Pokeroo blog anytime you want. Beer time with the Drunk Pokeroo. Get it? Get it the fuck in ya. From Kame and Kettle Beer Works. A 6% India Pale Ale. I get it, right? Get it the fuck in ya. Yeah, I get it. It's Punny. How's your life treating you? You okay? Can you have 3 beers in a night, or is that too many? I don't know. It's an honest question. For me, usually 3 is where I stop, because then I'm done in terms of actually trying to review or talk about a beer. Depending on the ABV, if we're really high, then it's usually 1 or 2. If I'm mixing low and it's kind of medium, then I can go 4 or 5. If they're spaced out through enough hours. And otherwise, I'm just enjoying them, and that's good too. So, Kame and Kettle. I'd say they're improving. Let's call it that. You know, the first time we went a year ago, we were like, oh, okay, well, we could see some promise in what they were brewing. And then we went back this year, and again, you see improvement. And that's what life is all about, getting better at making beer, getting better at, creating your vision into a glass or into a can into a glass. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it. Kind of a hazy orange pour, small white head. Cheers. I get some orange, a little bit of grapefruit. You know me. I love a good IPA. I like to get it the fuck in ya. Okay, again, I see improvement. I see a change. Is this the best IPA? No. I mean, let's, call a spade a spade. It's good. It is certainly got orange, grapefruit, a nice bitter piney back end. The balance is not quite where I'd like it to be, but it's certainly not a bad beer. And I think this is where we struggle when you want to talk about beers, you want to review beers, and you're like, well, do I say a bad thing? And I'm not trying to say a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a good beer. It's an okay beer. It's not great. Not every beer is going to be great from every brewery, and there's some breweries out there that make, really great beers, and then they have some beers that are not so good, and we just kind of push that under the carpet. Shh, don't talk about that. It's got a nice body. Carbonation's good. The pine and I just don't like the way the pine and grapefruit come together. I guess the citrus melding with the pine. It's good. It's okay. It's a beer. Sometimes that's what you get. You got a beer. Would I drink it again? I'd like to revisit it in a couple of months, and come back and see what they've done. Some of their beers were very much improved, and I like that. The space was amazing, very, very welcoming, good guys. That always plays into it. If the tap room I go in there and I like the atmosphere and they treat their customers well, it makes it a little easier to give in and try the beers and be like, all right, well, you know what, guys? This is what I like. This is what I didn't like. Let's move forward and see what happens. I'm okay with that. Be honest. Listen, it's something Ben Johnson told me one time. I always like to bring this one out. And he's absolutely 100% on point. And everybody who talks about beer should be this way. Tell the truth. Be honest. It's a good beer. Not a great beer. There's room for improvement. And there always is, my friends. Cheers. I hope you have a good night. I'm going to go finish this up. And that's probably it for me. I'll go to bed. But guess what? Tomorrow, there's always more beer. Cheers. The truth will set you free.